Welcome back. The Prairie Family Business Association is hosting a webinar on March 6th to help you learn how to transition your family business to the next generation.
Joining us to talk more about this, Jen Barlett and Stephanie Larshai. Ladies, appreciate you being with us this morning. What are some common things that we should know to kind of help get that in transition?
Yeah, so I'm Jen Barlett. I'm with Falcon Plastics. I'm third generation in the family business. And at Falcon Plastics, we're a custom injection and blow molder out of Brookings, South Dakota. And so we utilize Prairie Family Business Association and a number of other consultants and a number of other events that Prairie Family Business puts on to help us in our transition from second to third generation.
Why do you think, that's so important to keep it in the family, and how can that benefit, your family, but also the community?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think with a family business, you really build a legacy and you build that rapport in your community and with your employees, and that's really, really important. And one of the most special things I think about a family business is the ability to build that culture. We call ourselves a Falcon family, and we treat our employees like family, and that's really, really important to us. And so carrying on that legacy from my grandfather is something that I'm very proud of, and I feel very fortunate to be able to do. And so, yeah, just continuing to build our Falcon family. We always have openings, and so trying to just continue to grow that legacy.
And is there a main difficulty that you have in terms of number and priority that you always try to overcome to achieve that goal every day?
Yeah, I think, in a traditional business, when you search for the next leader, you just go out and recruit that next best person who can fill that role. And a family business provides a different dynamic, I think, to filling that next role. And so the trainings that we've done over the years with Stephanie and her team to make sure that the next generation is ready, and then to also make sure the second generation is ready to pass that on. You have that leader that's third generation, so just making sure that individual is prepared and making sure that you can carry on a successful business with a transition, and they just help facilitate those family conversations that sometimes can be difficult. We all love our family, but it can be difficult, especially when you're in business together, to keep things calm and to really communicate effectively. And so Prairie Family has been a huge help in us transitioning from second to third generation, which I think has been a big difference from the first transition that we went through. And so it's been nice to have Prairie Family.
Yeah. From your perspective, then, kind of talk about what you guys do and kind of how these, events are so important to you guys.
Yeah, with succession planning, there are so many options. There's not a one-size-fits-all. And so when families engage with our programs, they'll take away something that they can bring back to their own family and their own business. What to do, what not to do, what's going to work for their situation, their size of business, the number of ownership involved from a family perspective as well.
How can they get involved in this webinar that you guys have?
So on Wednesday, we are hosting a succession planning webinar featuring Jen's family and Falcon Plastics, talking about how they've done their transition and what they're still working on today. And people can go to fambus.org/succession to sign up for the webinar, and it will be broadcast live at 10 a.m. and it will also be recorded for anyone who needs access to it. Once a year, we offer this to the public. It's always offered to our members of Prairie Family Business Association, but this is a service to anyone in any size community, any size business, to take advantage of succession planning resources.
Awesome. Well, that sounds great. Well, thank you for being here this morning and sharing a little bit about that.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back after the break.